Welcome to Comfort Having Number 2. On the video I'm doing tonight, for Chit Chat, I'm eating fruity pebbles. I've had a fairly productive day, but had another issue with that same damn sibling. Again, and I own my shit. I put a little too much of her business out there, but not in a bad way. Unless you don't like the truth. So the mechanic came to work on her car, which she's getting fixed for her son. And she got me yelled at this morning for some shit that I didn't do. Some shit she did yesterday. And he helped her. I let him know. You know, my sister got me in some trouble at 6:30 this morning. I'm getting screamed at for something I had no part in. So I was telling him, you know, you make life difficult. And let me explain this shit. A lot of people don't understand what making life difficult means. I know it's gonna come back to bite me in the ass, so I'm gonna own it. Alright? I simply told him, no, all my siblings think they're better than me, without a doubt. They don't respect what I've done for them so they can get where they are, and they don't give a shit. Now, what I said was, she makes more money in a week than I make in a year, but yet she won't go buy the shit that she needs. But always want to borrow something from me. For instance, this battery thing. At best, $30. I have another one, which I paid about $30. At Batteries Plus. This is my second phone cable that I had to go buy. I paid $30. This is my other phone cable I had to go buy. You guessed it, I paid $30. Because I gave her my phone cable to this phone, the original cable, and she never gave it back. I pointed that out to him, the mechanic. This is another battery. $30 or $40. I've been saving up months to get those batteries, just for the record, so that I can go to GalaxyCon. In that time, before GalaxyCon and after GalaxyCon, her cars broke down twice. Last summer it broke down. I looked her dead in the face and said, go get jumper cables today. I'm going to go buy a jump box. Okay. You still want to get jumper cables? Oh, okay. You think you know everything. She ain't bought the jumper cables. She hasn't gotten bought one of these batteries. So her phone, she never charges it. But the first thing she does, after talking to me like I'm a piece of shit, wants to borrow my phone cable or my battery. In most cases, it's both. Because she always seems to have to show up when I gotta go somewhere. And sometimes she wants to borrow my computer. But because of what I learned in my police science and criminal justice class, no one touches my computer. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you do. No one touches my computer. Because I'm dumb and I don't know how to delete the history. But also, what I learned is that it doesn't matter because if she accidentally stumbled into child porn, I could be arrested because it's my computer. And shit does happen. When they search this computer, I can almost guarantee you they're gonna find a lot of porn, but it's not gonna be child porn. It's probably gonna be a lot of anime and a lot of Korean dramas that have sex in it, but you can only find them on porn now because I used to be able to watch them on YouTube and now I can't. So I have to watch them like on set porn sites like X videos. So they'll find all that shit. I'm like, God, this dude's really into Asians, so they'll find all that shit because American soap operas don't work this way. But they're Korean soap operas, and I watch them. I don't understand what the fuck's going on because they don't have English subtitles, but you can put two and two together if you just sit back, shut up, and watch. But as my teacher said, you just don't let anybody, and that includes family, touch your fucking computers because you just don't know when you leave the room. You don't know what the fuck you're typing, and that they can track these things. And if it comes back to you when they arrest you and purge your computer and find all this shit on there, you can declare that it wasn't you all fucking day long, but it's your computer. So how can they prove that it wasn't you? Well, it's like, well, who else uses your computer? I said, I don't let anybody use my computer, and now you found that shit on my shit. See where I'm going? So I don't let anybody use my computers. Neither one of them. Not my laptop that I film on, and not my laptop for school. Because I was taught by my teacher that is a fucking no-go. No, no, hell no. And especially, I don't watch but certain things. Like if I choose to watch porn, I'm an adult. I'm 48. I can watch porn. But there's a limit to the porn that I'm going to watch. Like anime series Bible Black. Technically, it's not anime, it's hentai. Hentai and anime are two totally different damn things. If you want to watch anime, make sure you're actually watching anime. Because there's no sex in anime. There might be some nudity like in Ranma or some shit, but it's like, who hasn't seen boobs before? But if you get into hentai, you fucked up. Bible Black is hentai. It's a very good story. But there is way too much fucking sex in that shit. Alright? So there you go there. Now, I mentioned to him, about the jumper cables. When I blew out her fuse box. Because she parked like she's in England. Because I don't know what the fuck's going on in her brain. Oh, yeah, I do. They all live on fuck you, I do what I want. And her car broke down. Because she didn't cut it off. Or she cut it off but didn't take the key out. Or she didn't turn the switch. Or whatever the fucking everything went dead. So I jumped it. And blew out her fuse. Because somebody put the red positive thing on the black positive thing, and I put my red jumper cable on the black thing, and it fucked all her shit up, which again was her fault. Now, mind you, months before in her other car, I told her, go get jumper cables. She smiled in my face and said, I'm going to get a jump box. I do what I want. And then this car broke down, and I asked her, so where's your jump box? I didn't get a jump box. Where's your jumper cables? I didn't get a jumper cables. You had 8 months. Your money and my money different. I gotta save up for 8 months to buy anything. Where your job allows you to have what I need to buy shit as pocket change. And yet you won't go get a phone cord. You won't go get a phone charger for the car. You won't go get an extra battery. And yet you think you're better than me. You see where we're going with that? And that's pretty much what I told him. It's like, she won't go get the shit she needs. She has the means, but she won't go get the shit she needs. I gotta struggle. The military gives me $280 a month. That covers this. It covers my cell phone bill. It covers my dental insurance. And it covers my 9-9 acting thing. Then I'm broke. Under the table job. So that I can eat. Because that's how life is. But why do I have this under the table job? Because y'all motherfuckers wouldn't stop having kids, and the men you were having them with couldn't stay from behind the vertical bars for their greenery. Now their greenery is legal. That didn't help me any, but now their greenery is legal. Their greenery should have been legal 20 years ago so I could have pursued my career instead of babysitting kids that my dick didn't create. You see? And I pretty much said, if she would take a knee, pull her head out her ass, and just fucking listen. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to have anything other than a peaceful discussion, but sometimes I have to raise my voice because you act like you can't fucking hear me. Or you choose not to hear me. In other words, you choose not to listen to the shit that I say. See, a lot of people don't understand there's a big difference between hearing someone and actually listening. You can hear just fine, but people have selective hearing, which is why I said it's important to listen as well as you hear. Understand? Listening is a little bit more important. You know. So later, before she went to wherever the hell she was supposed to go, and forced her nephew, to go and get transmission fluid, which she could have just went and got that when she went to go get that goddamn sushi roll. Again, too much like the right thing to do. I give my family too much credit. Literally, if it's too much like the right thing to do, they're not gonna do it. They're not. And then she came around the corner and asked me what I told him. I said, "Oh, you mean when I told him you make more money in a week than I make in a year? Or how you won't go and buy the shit you need, but you yell at me and talk to me like shit, but then you want to come down here and borrow all my shit when quick snap and a jump? Best Buy, you got your phone cords. Right down to Batteries Plus, you got that battery block. $30 is nothing for her. $30 is a lot for me. Alright? $40, it's nothing for her. $40 is half my fucking check from the army that I have to divide to 4 fucking bills. So don't sit here and tell me you need to use my shit when you can just go buy your own. But see, that's too much like the right thing to do. So she won't do it because she has to prove that I'm wrong. But I'm not wrong. You have the money. You have the means. What's the problem? I don't have the money. I don't have the means. What I do is I work shit out and I stretch shit as far as I can go. No, my bills are paid first. No, I don't make enough money to pay rent. And she insists on me going to get Section 8. So I'm hoping that this book that I wrote, that Page Publishing will make me enough money that I can move the fuck out my house and make it a permanent move. And when I make that permanent move, I'm looking towards Hawaii, Florida, or California. Unless I can get really, really fucking lucky and move to like China or Japan. That shit's not gonna happen. But Florida, Hawaii, Canada, California. No. Those are the places I much want to go. But I want to go somewhere where it's hot all year round. I don't want no motherfucking snow. So Florida's good. But, DT's moving there, so I really don't want to deal with that bastard. California is expensive as fuck. So I'm pretty sure that book has to make mad money. So when American Kono Each drops, y'all need to buy that shit. That way I can get L13 published so y'all can buy that shit. Because I don't have $2,000. If I had $2,000, Page Publishing could have that. But they actually wanted that one more than they wanted American Kono Each. But American Kono Each is like maybe, at best 300 pages. At best. American Kono Each is a big book. It is over like 7,000 pages or so. I can't get to it, but it's in the shed. And I think I have a video on my YouTube channel talking about Love 13. And I've posted, I have the whole notebooks on one of my videos. I can't remember what it's titled, but it is, if you search my video archives, you'll find it. And since I delete every video off my laptop so that my laptop can still function, I don't have it on here. But, I featured some of my songs in there. But in Love 13, my YouTube career actually took off and things worked out versus like it is now. I have 164 people who give me the time of day, and I thank you all very much for that. But back to the topic. If I tell you that this shit tastes great, as an actor, that's my job. This shit tastes great. Alright? Now, I'm a horrible liar. If this shit actually does taste great, I just don't drink sodas. Yeah. But that's my last pack. This is my second to last pack. You just add water and you're good. And it's got the flavor, but it doesn't have the soda attributes, I guess. Where I do not like death water. Liquid death. No. Now, my friend, he likes it. He told me that there are more flavors, so I'm going to have to hunt for those flavors. And then I'll give you a progress report. Because maybe those flavors might change my mind. But I don't like lying to people. You know? And some people just have different taste buds. But you know, you'll figure it out. But at the same time, if someone gives you a piece of advice that is good, I'm not saying you have to take it. But you should at least consider it. Because if you look at the world the way I look at the world, if you have the means to get something, then you don't put it off. I mean, if you're cheap, okay, cool. I'm kind of cheap. If I don't need it, I'm not going to buy it. All right? I don't buy things that I don't need. All right, let's be honest with that shit. I personally do not buy things that I don't need. For the most part. As you see that fucking hammer sitting right there. I didn't need it. I wanted it. It was a good sale at the Party Starts here. Plus they do military discounts. And I thought maybe I'll never get another one. And it was the only one in the store. So I bought it. Like my Captain America shield that I was trying to be Major Victory in a few years back. They had to order me the shield. It took 8 months. It arrived 3 damn days before Halloween. Paid $40 for it or $30 for it. It's still together, but it's dry rotting and fucked up. It's not like the shields you can buy at GalaxyCon where they're fucking metal. And I can't afford that. I don't have $200 for that shit. So I have to live with the $40 plastic one. It's still a shield. It's not very reliable if you want to dodge bullets unless they're Nerf stuff. But you know, it's mine. It's flawed. But it's mine. And I paid for it. Without asking anybody for a fucking dime. You understand? Where if you have the means and that shit's pocket change, you can buy what you want. No. And her kids don't have any wants. So she has that money that she can take $30 and go get that battery. She could take $30 and go get that goddamn phone cord instead of coming here with her phone half charged and say, I need a phone charger. Well, can you plug this up? Let me borrow your phone charger, especially on days when I'm going to work. Right? Why do you do this every week? But then when I call you on it, you get mad about that shit. See what I'm saying? It's kind of you're stabbing yourself in the foot. You talk to me like I'm a piece of shit, but then you want to borrow my shit. We can't have it both ways, because I'm not a piece of shit. I'm a human being. And if you think you're better than me, then go ahead and get what you need instead of using my shit. Knowing that I need my shit. You know, she took my phone cord there the other day and my battery, and she kept it for like 2 days. And it's like, yo, where's my shit? No. Because if I gotta go to work, I need that battery. Or at least one of them. I have 3 of them. But that little one works better with my cell phone. So I kind of want to keep the little one. That, you know, I don't want to give her the great one that I use for my camera and stuff that I use at GalaxyCon, because that powers up everything. But for some reason, it doesn't really work with this phone. Just like that one down there, none of them really work with this phone like that little one. I don't know why. But it could be because the battery in here is not the original battery. The battery in here came from Best Buy. You know, I'm thinking if I go back to Best Buy to buy another phone, I want this exact A51 model if they have it. You know, by now it'll probably be a lot cheaper, you know, and that way I can have an extra cell phone to cut on with Straight Talk if anything happens to this phone. But you know, there's a lot of different things that go into life that we don't have to do that we can fix. But a lot of people who have the meanings just don't want to fucking spend the money, and they don't want to do what they're supposed to do because they want to make other people feel bad for them, so that they'll just cave. And I just cave, and it's like, hey, here you go. But I'm done because you know you have the money. You know it ain't gonna take you but a half hour to drive down to fucking 29, go slam into Best Buy. When you leave Best Buy, stay in the right lane and go straight down to Batteries Plus. Get the fucking battery block. Get the fucking phone charger cord. And you ain't never got to hear my mouth no more about this shit. But I think some people just like conflict. And she might be one of those people who just like conflict. I don't like yelling at people. Not if I can help it, because I honestly prefer to just punch a motherfucker in the mouth. It's wrong of me, but it's the truth. I honestly prefer to just punch a motherfucker in the mouth. I know it's wrong. I should never promote violence, especially violence against women, because it's a female sibling. But at that same time, how many times do I need to tell you the same shit? See, this is another reason why Ranma is one of my favorite heroes. If I could be Ranma for a day, there would be a lot of females getting their ass kicked. Whole lot. But I only need to be Ranma for a day. Just one day. In 24 hours, there would be fucking thousands of girls. They got beat up by some strange girl. That would be me. I would catch them. I would beat their ass. Throw some hot water on. Be a boy. Walk away from the fight. Nobody will be any aware of what happened. And I was like, yeah, I got beat up by this strange looking bitch. Yep. You sure did. And then I'll go find another girl that I don't like. Remember you wouldn't date me in high school? Douse. Throw some water on me. Douse. Go on back out. And after 24 hours, it's done. The spell's gone and I'm good. But, I wouldn't truly abuse it like talking about it. It would probably be like maybe 15 girls whose asses I would whoop. And 5 of them are probably kin to me because they're all my siblings. Because as a man, I don't want to beat on my sister. But if I could turn to a woman for like 10 minutes, that's 9 minutes more than I need to beat the shit out of everybody that's female that has fucked with me and laughed in my face and got away with it. And then turn back to a man and go about my day. If you haven't watched Ranma, that's a hint for you to go watch Ranma. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to end this chit chat and I'm going to end it on a peaceful note. For all of you who have the means to get what you need, please get what you need. Don't fucking suffer and don't make other people suffer because you refuse to do what's right and you just want to do what the fuck you want. Don't do that shit. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Kung Fu Epic number 2. Thank you for watching. Be seeing me.